My name is Whitney Bryant. I'm the proud mother of a set of 4-year-old twins. Their names are Tommy and Tamaya, and they are the most active 4-year-olds that I've ever met in my entire life. Immediately when I graduated high school, I went to a university here locally, the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and due to financial hardships and the fact that my mom was sick, I had to leave school, and that was back in 2006. And since then, I haven't had any formal, educational training. At the time that I got pregnant, I was just working little odd jobs, mainly in fast food, making minimum wage, barely able to take care of myself. And I got so discouraged when I found out I was having twins because I just knew that I wasn't going to be able to provide for them like I should.
My name is Danielle Ray. I have 3 children right now. It's Troy, Kaylee, and Mariah. My older 2 children, I was married to their father. My youngest, and the one I'm pregnant with now, I dated him for a few years, and we broke up because he gave me a choice as to he didn't want to have another child. So it was him or the baby, and I chose the baby.
My name is Javon Carter, and I am from Birmingham, Alabama. I was a single mom, and then I was married, and then I was a single mom. My oldest child is Xavier. He's 18. My middle son is Jakai. He's 4. And my daughter, my only girl, is Raven, and she's 3. As a parent, as a mother, you don't realize that you have this capacity to love a person until you hold that person, and that person has come from you. I love my babies. Like, my babies are my life. I would make any sacrifice, anything to make sure that they have everything. I was a stay-at-home mom. Time was never right for me to go back to school. I had been wanting to get involved with the pharmacy tech program. I went to Jeff State, and someone said, well, we have something that you may be interested in. Here's an application. Look into the program and see if it's for you.
My name is Christine McLean, and I am the career counselor of the Ascend program, Ascend Grant program. I'm here at Jefferson State Community College. The way the program works is the educational piece of that is that we have taken 30 women who have met a certain criteria, and we put them through a 6-week program, a Tier 1 program, and in there they go through math fundamentals, they go through job readiness, career readiness, some business classes. Along with that, we provided support in that they're not having to pay for the classes, childcare is provided, they don't have to pay for books, transportation is also provided. Eliminating those barriers that are there that for many of them it wouldn't be possible for them to even be in a program because they would have to worry about their children, where are their children.
Well, this program was actually a godsend for me. A couple months before I got this information, I was a victim of domestic violence. So me and my kids had to transition from a 2-parent household to a single-parent household on a single income. I was able to set up childcare for my children, all through childcare resources.
They helped me with childcare, which is a big deal because I have 3 kids.
There's no way I could have gone to school and been able to afford childcare and everything alone. I would not have been able to.
The 2-generation approach is something that the Women's Fund came to us with. It's really common sense that if you help a mother, then you help her child, and you also help generations after.
When children see their mothers in higher ed and they see them concentrating on education and bettering themselves, it places an importance on education.
They're in school and I'm in school, and I can talk to them about, I have homework and look at what kind of homework I have to do. And it makes them feel better, you know, especially my son with math. I'm like, look, I have math homework to do too. And he's like, really? So I can, you know, kind of tell him, you're not the only one who has to do homework. It's important. You know, mommy has to do it too.
This was a very, very smart group of women, and they were very committed to this program. In the end, all 30 women could have gone on to Tier 2. So it was a very difficult decision in selecting who did go on to Tier 2, and it really ended up being more attendance than it was anything really.
Tier 2, we had more math that was more specific to pharmacy tech. We went to Children's Hospital. We visited their pharmacy, and we got to see like the big robot, and we got to play around with some little IVs and needles and things. We got some hands-on stuff. We got to make little compounds. We did a lot of fun stuff in Tier 2. We really did.
Being in a large group of women, and such a great group of women, it's always helpful to be around other women, and especially other single moms. You can share your stories, and you can talk about your kids with other people, you know, outside of it, but moms appreciate it more. And then knowing that there are other women out there trying to do better for themselves also, it's kind of like we build each other up and help each other.
Success in the program would be finishing the program, passing the program, getting a job in the field. But success in the program could be using it as a stepping stone to the next level. Success in the program could be going through the program, starting in pharmacy tech, and then realizing that it could be realizing it's not for you, and then going into something else. But realizing that, you know what, I made it through that program. And if I could do that, I could do anything.
Upon the completion of this program, I'll be able to no longer live paycheck to paycheck. I'll be able to take care of my children and provide for them without having to scrape and scratch or borrow money or take out loans that I can't pay back. It'll give me a foot into the door of just the medical field, period, because one of my aspirations is to become a nurse. And I know a lot of times single moms feel like they can't advance themselves because they are single moms, but I am a living witness that you can do anything. And if you feel like you can't do it for you, do it for your children, because they deserve the best, even if you didn't have the best.
You work so hard, but you feel so accomplished at the end, and you feel like you did something. And I think for me personally, especially knowing my background and knowing how many times I've started school and stopped school and started school and stopped school, and I felt so accomplished because I started something and I finished it. And then I went on and I got my certification and I got a job in what I went to school for. So I actually did something that I set out to do. I'm actually enrolled in school again now. I'm finishing up my associates. I actually graduated in May. My next step is to actually go to pharmacy school. So I'm actually going to be preparing to take the PCAT and then start applying for pharmacy schools.
I was pretty much giving up on me being able to go back to school and better myself and complete my education so me and my children can live comfortably and stable. And I am forever in debt to the Women's Fund, to Jeff State, to Child Care Resources, to Christine McLean. Like, without any of you guys, none of this would be possible for me.
I want to say thank you, because I wouldn't have been able to do what I'm doing now if it wasn't for the program.